In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how much I made in the month of March 2024, and it's going to absolutely blow your mind. And what I'm going to do is show you how I took those profits and bought dividend-paying stocks. We take a semi-passive investment strategy and we turn that into a passive income strategy, literally planting my dividend grove. You know how I do it. I love to take my covered call profits, printing money, and then we buy dividend-paying stocks. We go from the trade idea to the wealth idea. Stick around. I know you're going to like this one. Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time for another red hot cover call video. Well, hey, look, what I'm going to show you today is how I took two buy and hold stocks. I decided to get rid of them. I've talked about this over the past couple weeks. What I've done is this. I've decided that instead of buying and holding a stock merely for its dividend, and I've done that with Merck and Procter & Gamble for over 15 years, I've decided that I'm going to take those shares and sell them. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a dividend-paying stock that keeps the dividend coming in, right? That Procter & Gamble and Merck dividend, I want to keep that coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a dividend-paying stock and have that money coming in. Now, when we do that, that takes care of the dividend, and that was the dividend I would have collected had I kept Procter & Gamble and Merck. Well, what I've decided to do is take the money, and we were going to write near-term covered calls. In fact, we were going to write in the money weekly covered calls. And this is where we generate extra cash flow, unbelievable extra cash flow. As you can see, using the money from the Merck trade, I've been able to generate returns that are ridiculous as compared to just collecting a dividend, which comes out every 3 months. And I've been doing with Procter & Gamble as well. We sold those shares and we had about $38,000 left over after I made the purchase. One thing I want you to notice is the Procter & Gamble dividend was paying about $300 every 3 months. I went ahead and bought the QQQY, and that's going to pay some $325 based on its recent dividend distribution every single month. So not only did I make a great decision in buying QQQY to replenish the $300 dividend, we tripled it. Because now we're getting $325 every single month based on that investment. Now that cost me about $8,500 to do that, and what we were left with, about $37,900. And you could see, starting back in February, when I decided to do this, I'm going to use these 3x leveraged ETFs in a 5-day window. Every single time we use the money that's invested, we're going to go ahead and buy more dividend-paying stocks. Do you notice what I've done here? See, this is where we go from the trade idea to the wealth idea. See, for 8 years I've been doing this. And to be honest with you, I don't have much to show for it outside of a portfolio that might be bigger or less than when I started. Now, I'm blessed because I have grown mine, but the point is I have nothing to look back at, right? As I'm climbing that mountain and we're trying to get higher and higher, if I were to stop trading for whatever reason, when I'm standing at the top of the mountain and I look back, what do I see? What I want to see is a dividend tree grove where I take my profits from cover call writing and cash secure put selling and plant little dividend trees. And every single month that passive income comes in. I'm going to show you what I did for the month of March. You're absolutely going to love it. Now let's actually look at some of the trades that I did using this idea where I was going to take a buy and hold stock, one that I've held for years, and sell it, take the money, and then write near-term covered calls. As you can see, this is unbelievable. I just started this in February, and you can see the kind of returns I'm collecting, cash on cash. I mean, when you look at that, that's unbelievable. I've owned Merck and PG for some 12, 13 years. They've already doubled and tripled. So the question is, do I think they're going to double and triple from here? Merck possibly can. I don't know about PG. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm not going to bet on the idea if Merck and PG will double again. What I'm going to do is bet on myself. And I'll tell you what, it's paying off. Because what you see is this. This is weekly. This is not every month. This turns out to be weekly covered call premiums, and what we're doing is we're taking that and immediately buying the shares of a dividend paying stock. Now you can see that right here where I will do that, and it does not matter how much it is. In this case, you can see I made $639 right here. I turned right around and I bought on March 31st 30 shares of IWMY. And you can see it's about $543. Now, I'll do that where I don't take all the money, right? I put a little bit in cash, but for the most part, I take the majority of it and I buy these dividend paying stocks. See, this is going to be the dividend grove that I plant. This is going to be the legacy that you and I can leave. If anything, you're creating a passive income stream for which you don't have to do anything. Now I'm going to show you some of the ones that I'm buying, and I'm not making a recommendation. These are the ones I'm buying, and here's the deal. Go out and do your own. In the comments below, I will post all of my dividend paying stocks, and they're all monthly dividend paying stocks, and that's what I buy, and that's what generates the monthly dividends for me. But what I want to point out is, when we use stocks and write covered calls against the shares that we own, we're able to print money to then buy these stocks. See, I hear this all the time where people say, look, I don't have the money to buy dividend paying stocks. Well, that's where the covered call writing strategy comes in, because when we write covered calls, we're literally starting with a stock. We get paid a premium, and that premium can buy a dividend stock. So we go from nothing to actually having a dividend paying stock that pays a monthly fat dividend depending on which one you purchase. Let's go ahead and take a look at how I did for the month of March, and I absolutely know it's going to blow your mind. Now, before we get there, you know I have a membership. All my members are benefiting from this because I post all of my trades up for them, and I give them commentary, and they hear when I buy all these dividend-paying stocks and which one. So I hear people on the internet, they have these Patreon accounts where if you sign up, you get to see their 5 best trades for the week and the dividend stocks they like. Well, what I'm here to tell you is when you subscribe to my membership, you're actually seeing the real trades that I do. And when you see how many trades I did in the month of March, you can consider these all trade alerts. You also get to see all of my dividend purchases. At the end of the day, man, it's all about transparency. I show my members what I do. You're literally taking a peek over my shoulder. I show you when I do a trade, I talk about why I did the trade. When I close a trade, you hear about that and why and what we did with the money. And you get exclusive videos you don't see here, and the phone app, you can watch all of the videos inside. Hey, look, I got a 1 free month offer for you there. It's been there. You gotta go get it. A lot of people sign up for that 1 free month offer. It's absolutely a deal breaker, and I think you're going to enjoy it. If anything, just to watch how I trade. CPTdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, get your 1 free month offer. And hey, I want to remind everybody, I post a lot of stuff up on Facebook. Go to my Facebook group. Search The Real CPT Dashboard. I post up things there that no one else sees. CPTdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, get your 1 free month offer. What I want you to notice is this. Do you see that number up there? What we did is sold premium throughout the entire month. And what I want you to do is focus on this green right here. Okay? Could you imagine making this kind of money and then buying dividend paying stocks? It's unbelievable how we can write covered calls, sell cash secure puts, generate that fresh cash flow through the premiums, and then buy dividend paying stocks where we're having our wallets filled every single month, paying the bills, living the good life. Now, I know for a lot of you out there, you just don't believe this. You don't believe that someone can have this kind of success, and this is what I'm here to tell you. This is very simple. It's not rocket science. You don't need to be paying people mega bucks to learn this. There is a lot of free YouTube content out there. You want to up your game? Join my membership and take a peek over my shoulder. See how I do it. Well, this is what you're seeing. When I place all of these trades, it's unbelievable. The members see them all. And if they wanted to take on that trade themselves, well, there it is. And they could ask me about it. Look at these numbers. This is unbelievable. For me, that's 63 trades this month. And that turns out to be a whopping $71,000, absolutely blowing away February's last all-time record. And in fact, this even surprised me. Your jaw will drop when you realize that that right there is 35,000. That's February's 35,000 mark. Where the jaw drops is when you realize this is March. We can sell premium and generate real cash flow. Cash flow that you can use in retirement. Now, hey, I'm more active, and to be honest with you, this is what I do. But you might be out there with a small bankroll, $5,000, $10,000. I trade my kids' accounts, and they don't have that much money. But I trade them every single month, generating $400, $500, $700, $1,200 a month in my kids' accounts. And that's each kid. See, when you learn this strategy, you can not only do it for yourself, but you can do it for your kids, your grandkids. Learn this investment strategy. Folks, we win 2 times out of 3, and you don't need to Snopes that. You basically buy a stock, and you give somebody the right but not the obligation to take it from you. And you get paid a per share premium. And you have to hold the stock for the most part for the time frame. Well, what happens? If the stock goes above the price, they're going to pay you. You keep your premium. That's a win. If the stock doesn't finish above the strike price, you keep your shares, and hopefully the stock is near your new strike price, and so you got a little stock appreciation. You keep your premium. That's another win. And of course, the third option, if the stock were to fall, yeah, we lose, but you still own the stock. You can write another covered call, and you keep the premium. See, writing covered calls allows us to win 2 times out of 3, and for the most part, we can make 3% every single month, cash on cash, even using the biggest stocks in the world. I didn't create this. I just use it. The selling premium strategy, where we use our stocks and our cash to generate premium, is like an insurance company. And I'll tell you what, insurance companies are rich. I want you to start thinking wealthy, where we don't think of the trade so much. We think about placing the trade and what we're going to do with our profits. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I did with my profits, and this is going to blow your mind as well. So real quick, this is all the months since I've been doing this back in 2016. This is unbelievable. I keep track of everything. You could see this where I just started with one stock. Folks, one stock until around August. August of 2016, I started to up the game. I used 3 and 4 stocks. But see, you don't have to do 3 or 4 stocks. Would you be happy with making 600 extra bucks a month? How about 800, 400, 600? Look, you can do this. If you're sitting there watching everybody else have success, we need to stop, get our education, get our experience, and then do it. See, doers win. I want you to have the mindset of winning, but you have to get your education, you have to get your experience, and that could be paper trading until you go live. Once you go live, you make good decisions. You buy great stocks. You follow the golden rules of cover call writing. And you slowly make those little 3% crumbs. And you start building up your skill like I did. And the next thing you know, you won't even realize it, but you start to get so good. Just notice 2 years after I started, where the months are coming in much bigger. Did not change anything that I was doing from when I started. We bought a stock, we gave somebody the right but not the obligation to take it from us, we collect the premium, and we do it again. Whether I'm spending one stock or as many as 19, for which I have had 19 positions open. In fact, I have 16 positions open now because I'm trading my kids' accounts. That is the mindset I'd love for you to have. Learn it, get some experience, start slow, make good decisions so you can have success. And when you have success, you're going to want to get better. Now, let's take a look at what I did with my March income. And you could see, starting in March, all of these dividend stock purchases happen with March's cover call profits. Now, these numbers don't equal 71,000. Remember, I take about most of it and we put it that way. Doesn't mean I do all, but what I'll tell you is this. I'm in the mode of collecting stocks. See, I'm collecting these dividend paying stocks like most people collect baseball cards. I want 1,500 shares of one particular dividend paying stock, maybe paying me $1,000 a month. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on. And we're going to pick another one. We are literally going to collect these things like we're collecting stamps or sports cards. And you can see in the month of March, I finished my PYPY collection where I finished with 1,500 shares, and we decided to move on. So PYPY, I basically start my collection in February, and then I finish it by March 16th. Almost 3 weeks, I collect 1,500 shares of PYPY, a stock that's trading for basically 18 bucks. They pay 71 cents in a dividend per month. Another one I'm collecting now is YMAX, and you can see YMAX is turning out to be a fun one too because it pays about a 56-cent dividend. So I'm trying to collect 1,500 shares, and you can see right here during the month of March, after I stopped PYPY, we moved into YMAX. We have collected in the month of March. In fact, it's only half, right? We started March 12th. That's 1,150 shares. You could see we're collecting that till we get to about 1,500. Now, I also will randomly throw money at IWMY. It pays about $1 a dividend on average. Again, we're just trying to collect that. That's just in the month of March. These are all just in the month of March that we're picking up. I have others. But we're taking that covered call profit and we're turning it into a legacy, a dividend grove where you can live off the dividends. So we get CLIP is a ETF that uses Chinese internet stocks to generate its dividend. They write covered calls on those. And you can see I'm trying to pick up some PYPY in another account. So when we look at the overall take in March, this is what the projected monthly passive income will be. $1,900. And if these stocks continue to pay out what I projected, that's $1,974 every single month. And what we're going to do is next month, we're going to have one for April. And God willing, what if we make $1,900 there? It's the wealth mindset. Now all of a sudden, we're knocking down $4,000 a month. My goal is $12,000 a month. Dividend paying stocks, paying the bills, living the good life. Hey, look, I'm going to leave it right there. I could go on and talk about individual trades that I've done on Coin and TNA and BABA. But you know what? I want you to join my membership because my members see those trades. And I'll be honest with you, they've had a chance to benefit from those trades because right now, those trades are actually doing very well. Go to cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, get your 1 free month offer. And I'm here to tell you, I'm going to sell another buy and hold stock this week for which I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the money, I'm going to buy a dividend paying stock that restores the monthly dividend. Then any proceeds that are left, which I think are going to be about $50,000, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to write weekly covered calls, typically in the money, so I have some downside protection, generating $400, $500, $600, $700 a week on each of them. We go from the trade idea to the wealth idea really quick. Hey, look, be safe, be healthy, most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.